Hi, everyone, and thank you so much for joining me today. This is Divine Guidance for the week. Some people have asked me, is it for like Monday through Sunday? It's just this week. It applies to all this energy until we see each other again next Wednesday. I just wanted to give some clarification, and thanks everyone for joining as well. When it comes to my weekly readings, this is just Divine Guidance, and all of the readers out there, so many wonderful gifted readers out there. And my readings are more for divine guidance. So there's astrology that talks about the energy of the week and the planetary movements and how it's influencing. And then there's great tarot readings that talk about the energy of the week and what to expect. And my readings are a little different. So it is what to expect, but I love being a channel for whatever angels, ascended masters, the divine, whatever it is you like to call it, and just to get their guidance. Sometimes it's not enough to know what's going to happen this week. It's what do I do with what's going to happen this week? And I don't know about you guys, but this week there's been a huge need to be really heart-centered. I'm not sure if anybody else has had any hiccups, or maybe they made a mistake at work, or an argument with a loved one, whatever it is. I'm not sure if anybody else has had this. Oh, thank you, Wendy. Thank you so much. Anybody else has had this, but it's a real big importance to stay heart-centered, guys. And I'm not sure if anybody, I post a weekly forecast, that is a forecast on Facebook every week. And the big channeled message was to say, stay centered in peace. And I'm getting it. And I have Scorpio and Aries in my chart, guys. So that's not the easiest thing sometimes, but there definitely is a need to take it back to the heart, guys. So if anybody else is having this week, they're like, oh, it's only Wednesday and I feel a little emotional, and it doesn't have to be like crying emotional. It could just be stress or anxiety or any fear, or, even it could be good things too. Just make sure that you're taking deep breaths. You're not alone. And my kind of readings every Wednesday is just to hear what the divine has to tell you. They're talking to all of us all the time, giving us signs all the time. And learning how to hear it or see it, it's really easy. It's just practice. So my readings are more for that. So see what's coming up and what they have to say. I just want to give some clarity on that because I know some people have asked me before. And if anybody has questions, you're welcome to ask. At the very end of this reading, Zodiac reading, I will be taking people randomly, picking people and answering whatever questions you might have. And depending on the time, it might be a couple to several. Okay, so just please save your questions at the end. I don't want to miss them. I don't scroll up. This thing moves so fast. Kim, you're feeling it too? Yeah, it's amazing energy for change, but with change, it rocks things a bit. It definitely rocks things a bit. So we pray for positive change, but we just don't like the movement sometimes that comes with it. So just deep breaths, everybody. And if you don't have time for meditation, just some a couple seconds just does the trick. Okay, so we're going to start with Aries and just see what universe, angels, I talk a lot with angels and my archangels. And guys, by the way, angels are non-denominational. So they've been around before religion was ever created. So it's nothing to do with it. I'm not a religious person personally. Cliche as it sounds, I'm very spiritual. So just to see what they have to say. Okay, so everybody just get comfy, take a deep breath, and let's see. Guidance for Aries this week. All right, we're going to pick two. All right, Aries. Well, the second one shouldn't be too hard for you. We have the 5 of Michael and the 7 of Gabriel. And this is about letting you know there's a situation right now for you, Aries, that is probably not serving you. It's something that perhaps you might be holding on to. Aries, I'm an Aries moon. So emotionally, we try to control things. We try to push and shove and make things fit. And there's a situation that, hey, just let it go. Whatever it is this week, and that's not easy. I know, I'm no one to preach. But it's letting you know you have to take a more uplifting approach this week to whatever is giving you consternation, Aries. Maybe you feel you might have been wronged a little bit, or like, no, I'm right. But it's saying, hey, you know what? Just release your outcome, or at least your attachment to the outcome. It's okay to stand up for what you believe in, Aries, and absolutely you're supposed to take a stand and make sure that you are being treated with the respect and your boundaries are being respected, and claiming that personal power. But you don't have to push or pull or shove or manipulate anything in order to be in that powerful space. Surrender it up, because if you kind of just mess with it some more, it's just going to get more and more muddier, a little bit more muckier. Okay, and we've all had that, Aries, myself included, where you're like, damn it, I need to fix this, or I need them to see, or I need this to change. Sometimes if you just let go and you breathe and you're like, you know what, I'm willing to let this go, even if it's for 24 hours, just like, I'm not going to stress about it. Universe, do your thing. Step in. I invite you to do so and let it do its thing, because there's actually a far more uplifting approach to the situation that you're not quite seeing, mostly because you're in an emotionally tight space. Sometimes when we could just release some of that out, solutions present themselves. And sometimes the situation clears it up all by itself. It's not saying not to stand in your power, Aries. Definitely this week, stand in your power. Know who you are. Stay confident. Speak your truth. But you don't have to prove anything, push anything, manipulate anything. I hope that's making sense. The universe is absolutely supporting you and standing in who you are and making the point you're trying to make. They're just saying you don't have to go through any extra means in order for this to resolve itself. The universe is going to resolve it for you. You just got to take your hands off of it. Okay, I hope that serves you. And it's letting you know too, things are going to resolve. Don't worry. And an outcome or a resolution is going to present itself, but it's going to present itself the moment you kind of let go, okay? Oh, and you're going to be so grateful you did. And it's going to probably do it in your favor when you have Gabriel with you. It's really about, yes, I stood my ground and things worked out. It's just getting out of the ego play. You know, get out that ego play. That's hard to do. I get it. I get that sometimes that's hard to do, especially if you feel threatened in any way, but it's not worth it. At least not at this point, and it's going to work out better if you let it go, okay? And I'm an Aries moon. I hear the message loud and clear, universe. It's not easy, but I will do it. Okay, Taurus. Whew. Whoa, it's this card. One more. This card. Okay, Taurus. Woo, Taurus, there's a real big need for you this week to speak up and take action. So you must be really driven. You have the Page of Gabriel and the Knight of Gabriel. This is all of it's a lot of energy, Taurus. So this week you must be like moving, you're on it. It doesn't mean you're not tired, doesn't mean you're not getting enough sleep, but it's like you're in the grind, you're in the move, and this is a fantastic, you are ready. Whatever passion project you have, whether it's, career, personal, individual development, whatever it is, you have this momentum and the universe is saying, use it. Even if every Thursday night you sit down to watch Big Bang Theory, but you really feel like, you know what, I really got to submit that proposal. I really got to invest in my website. That's what it's saying. Use this energy. Don't allow patterns or distractions to keep you from using this passion and this energy that is at your disposal this week, Taurus. This is fantastic. New opportunities, adventure. This looks like there are even cards of movement as well. So if you are looking to travel, if you're looking to do that job trip, if you're looking to maybe, I'm planning this business, but I want to relocate. There's a lot of opportunity here for you. Whatever your passion project is, when I say project, again, personal, career, family, whatever it is, there's a lot of opportunity for development, positive development. Don't allow the sweat and the grind to distract you from what you're creating. Sometimes when we're in it, we could feel like, kind of tired, but oh my gosh, the magic you're creating, Taurus, use it. Use it. The universe is saying, you know what, I get it. Maybe you want to go do this week or do that this week. Sometimes when the thing we're meant to do is the thing we least feel like doing, and I'm sure everyone can relate to this when it comes to the gym, right? We know we should go to the gym and that we always feel great after working out, but getting our ass off the couch to get to the gym is the biggest hurdle. And once you're there, you're like, oh my God, why don't I make this more often, right? It's kind of the energy, like you have so much passion and drive and you're feeling it and you know it, Taurus, but don't allow any kind of mental setbacks or patterns to keep you. Because everything that you're doing this week is actually creating a lot of opportunities to come this way. You might not see it right now, but that call, that loan, you run into that person, everything sets right is because of the work you're doing this week. So don't sit on your haunches, move out. The universe is absolutely with you. Archangel Gabriel is the archangel of communication as well as the archangel of artists. It's not just painting art, it's writing, it's talking, it's web design, any kind of way that you communicate yourself. Okay, so you have a wonderful ability this week. Write those emails, send out those proposals, do that speech, hold that workshop, or even create it. Start preparing for it. It's really good. It's gonna pay off. This isn't just a one-time thing. It's gonna keep paying off in dividends. Okay, Gemini. Guidance for Gemini this week. Really? Okay, I'll hold it for right now. Okay, I'm pulling one more because I'm iffy on this card, guys. It was a little tight for me to pull out, so I don't like that, but I'm gonna keep it right there just in case. One more for Gemini. Whoa, this. You know what? I feel like that was their way of saying we gave you the card, stop shuffling, so I'm going to listen to them. Again, we have the page of Gabriel and the page of Raphael. Both of these are pages, and this is one, okay, so for you Geminis, this is about emotional situations. It's about taking action on emotional situations, and sometimes this can be, you know, that it can be daunting sometimes because you're setting out and you're doing these things. But with Gabriel and Raphael together, it's about communication this week, Gemini. So when it comes to your relationships, the universe is giving you some more guidance to be more communicative in a loving way, come from the heart center. If you're passionate, this doesn't have to be romantic, by the way. It very much can be. But this can be any kind of relationships. It can be with your family. It can be romantic. It can be with your friendships. It could even be with coworkers if it's more of a close relationship with maybe a business partner, something like that. But it's definitely about taking opportunities to grow in your relationships via communication. Maybe you need to adopt a new style. Maybe you need to be able to voice your heart. There's a lot of stuff coming up for you in terms of relationships this week, and it's not meant to be bottled up. It's not meant to be overthought, because with Gabriel, this is definitely about it could be with the page of Gabriel. It is about being able to tackle any challenges that are coming your way, but you're going to do so. Gemini says, and you might be daunting and you might be overthinking, like, well, maybe if I say it this way or that way. No, come from that heart center, and when you feel it come up, speak it, and of course, speak it from a heart-centered place, Gemini. And when I say that, not from a reactionary space, because with the page of Gabriel, it's letting you know, yeah, there could be some communication challenges this week, but you're supposed to be doing this from the heart. It's really going to rekindle relationships for you this week. It's going to provide you a lot of wonderful experiences in terms of social invitations, maybe having coffee, going out for drinks, going on a date with somebody, and really having this talk. You really need to have this talk, whether it's to develop something, clear the air, say your piece, or just say, you know what, I've been so busy and I really just want to take the time to say, I know you've been upset because I haven't been home. It's an example. And I just want to show you how much I care, and say what's on your mind, Gemini. And in so many words, but there's really a lot of opportunity for emotional growth from a new healing space for you this week. And the universe absolutely supports that. And they will never tell you what to do. The universe will not ever say, you have to do this, you should do this. So if you're new to channeling and you hear a voice saying, you should do that, it's not them. You have free will. They would not ever tell you. But you can always ask, what is my next right action? What would be in my highest good? And they would give you suggestions, but never. So here, even though I'm saying they're kind of pushing you, they're more supporting you. Like, Gemini, we want you to grow. We want you to grow emotionally and be able to speak from your heart center as well and be balanced. So don't shy away, Gemini, this week from any kind of communication challenges, because actually it's something that's quite close to your heart. It's probably kind of exciting for you to really think of the opportunities of growth here. And it's letting you know it's going to be okay. And it's going to grow into something as a result of it. Okay, so enjoy time with people you love this week. Be able to speak up, be kind, speak from your heart. And if it's something you want to go for it. Don't overthink things. Communicate, but don't overthink. Okay? We have Cancer. Whew. One more. No, that's not it. Okay. All right. Cancers, you have the Justice card and the Two of Gabriel. Okay, so I don't know. This is not a bad thing. Justice cards, people are like, oh no, court issues. And yes, it could very well be. But with the Justice card and the Two of Gabriel in conjunction, this has to do with friendships or coworkers or relationships. It's letting you know, hey, it's about sharing. This week, it's really about if there is a group of people, or if there's whether it's work or friendships or something that's just not right now, Cancer. I know you're very heart focused, but this week the universe is asking you to really spend time, seek out, make alliances and friendships with people who share your vision, people who support you, genuinely care about you, have the same kind of energy. I would describe them as your soul tribe. With the Justice card, it's letting you know, I have a feeling maybe things have not been perfect. Maybe the past week or two, maybe you've had confrontations with coworkers. Maybe there's been miscommunications, or you feel you've been being treated unfairly. What, you know, and by the way, when we grow and we change, our friendships change. And we are all going through other things. Everyone has their own insecurities and jealousies, and we project them onto other people. But it's saying, don't worry about this, Cancer. Don't struggle whether somebody approves of you, accepts you, thinks you're enough, makes friends with you, makes you feel alienated. Things balance out. The Justice card is saying, don't waste your beautiful, sensitive energy, Cancer. Not for a second. It drains you too quickly. Let it go. Things will balance out all on its own. If someone has treated you wrong, if there's been any kind of hurtful words or anything like that, chalk it up. Be like, you know what? That's their karma, not mine. What does Wayne Dyer say? How they treat me is their karma, or how I react is... Okay, I'm gonna butcher that up. But love yourself. You are, this week, you're saying, seek out those. You have a soul tribe, Cancer. You have a soul tribe and they're right in front of you. Step out of if you're feeling shy, go out there. There's a lot of important relationships that you can make this week. And when I say this week, this doesn't end on Sunday. This energy of the week, and things move. Things don't just end like that, okay? So they're saying, don't worry about it. If there's been any kind of things with the family or at work or even in your close personal circles, Cancers, you're already real sensitive. You know, you're not going to go out there like an Aries or maybe a Scorpio and you know, beat somebody up, you know, or say something. Don't waste it. Don't worry. Everything is going to roll out in your favor. If you're saying, well, I can't help it, Angelique, I'm at work. I have to work with these people and it's so uncomfortable. The Justice card is with you. Stay in alignment with who you are. Do not lower yourself in any way to play this game. Right now with this energy, it's basically saying things are going to balance out, and they're going to balance out pretty quickly. So keep your hands clean, and instead of just focusing there, whatevs, bye boy, bye. You find somebody else, other people who really love and support you, because they're right here this week. Make bold and ambitious decisions this week, and make sure that you pick those who love, respect, and support you. That's their ultimate goal. So I'm guessing you've been a little emotional, Cancer. This might have been something that's sitting on your heart. And you know what? I can't stand that. I was always a person that was fighting bullies growing up. I can't stand that. So you know what? You're beautiful. Let that ish go. Your soul tribe is right here. Speak up for yourself and find the people that resonate with you and support you, because that's what's going to suit you for, Cancer. Okay? You're a beautiful person. Don't allow anything to dull or take that shit away. Not ever. Not once. Not ever. Okay? People there to support you. Spend time with those people. Stick with them. They're going to be the ones that walk the journey with you. Okay? I had another Dr. Seuss line, but I didn't want to butcher that one up too. Like, those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. I love that. I love it. Okay, moving on. Leo. What loving guidance do you have for Leo this week? One more. All right, Leos, it looks like you're stressing a little this week. I feel you. Okay, we have the Nine of Michael and decision. There is something that you are ruminating about. You are worried or stressed, or you're perhaps having a little anxiety about moving forward with something, making a decision. Is this working for me? Is this not working for me? Is this healthy for me? Should I stay? Should I go? What should I do? Up or down? The universe is saying, number one, when it comes to the Nine of Michael, you have a lot of help, okay? And with decision, with Jophiel, I love Jophiel, so beautiful. Number one, let's take a deep breath, Leo. Just release that shit, because it's bogging you down. Number one, everything you're stressing about, I understand this looks emotionally attached because there's a need to detox from this, and I get it. I could tell you all the time to let it go. You're not going to let it go. It's okay, but it's letting you know all your stress and worries, while understandable, not necessary, everything's going to work out just fine. In fact, the more you stress, the more you're making something bigger than perhaps it has to be. Do you guys ever have it when, like, give an example? Okay, people can relate to this. Maybe you meet somebody and you're like, yeah, I'm kind of interested. I'll go out with them, right? Not a big deal in the beginning. And then you go out with them, and then it's hitting your codependency triggers, and all of a sudden you have somebody in your life, and even though you know it's not healthy and things are not working out, but all of a sudden now it's a big deal. Like, I don't want them to go. Things are hurting me. I'm scared. I'm like, you know what? When you started out, you really didn't care. But now that you're attaching your issues and your triggers to it, it's a bigger deal. You know, they're basically saying, release all that stress and the things that you identify with this issue this week. Release it all and just make a decision. Whatever is your highest good in health. When it comes to this, this really is a lack of confidence, Leo. These are fear energies. Maybe you're afraid of its job. Maybe if I leave this job, I'm not going to get a better one. If I leave this person, somebody else isn't going to come along. And with, Leos, you have a lot of fiery, amazing, confident energy. And this must be an area that's a trigger for you. Okay. And they're letting you know, hey, we got your back, Leo. All you have to do is give us your stress, surrender up, hand us your worries, even if it's just for a little while. You have free will. So if you want angels or spirit guides and masters to step in, you guys actually have to ask or say it. I don't know if you guys know that, but you do. So you have to say, hey, please help me. Sometimes I'm like, dude, please take this from me. I give it to you completely. Do what you got to do with it, because I'm obviously not doing the best job. I totally give you permission. And that's what I do. And they do. So there's a need this week, Leo, to detox. Okay, so maybe you're not ready to make a decision, or you're not. You are or you're not. Take time to meditate, sleep, give yourself the healthy foods that you need. If you can't get clear in mind, then get clear in body. And for your emotional body this week, Leo, it's really asking you, hey, meditate, pray, talk with a mentor. So not a lot of people, talk with a mentor, people you respect. There's a need to clear out this emotional stress and energy this week. But there's a lot of growth, Leo. This is not a sad story this week. I'm a Leo ascendant. So it's not a sad story. This is actually something that needs to be cleared, that needs to be healed, because it's probably not the first time you've been to this rodeo. This is probably like the third time you've been to this rodeo. It's like, oh, why does this pattern keep happening? Whether it's money related, relationship related, family related, Leo, this is something that you probably had to work through for quite some time. And don't we all, Leo? Don't we all? So don't stress. So this week, it's really about releasing the stress in whatever way works for you. If you can and when you do that and you detox and you give yourself that loving care and that silence and that space to make a decision. It doesn't have to be a huge decision. If you're like, hey, I can't, it's too big. Let's chop it up. Let's say, okay, I'm not ready to make a big decision, but this week I do make a decision to maybe give myself some space. Or I do make a decision, even if I can't do it here, I'm going to take steps in the direction that at least I want to go. And maybe as I take steps, it'll be easier for me to let go or change or alter or reevaluate what I need to do. But there is definite need to release, to not stress, to surrender that up, letting you know it's unnecessary. When you focus too much on a problem like this, it manifests itself over and over again. So think of it like that. Stressing is like praying for what you do not want. All right, that always, I'm like, oh, no, I don't want that. I totally don't want that. So try that this week. Detox. Give yourself some tender, loving care. Joe feels Archangel of Beauty. Go out there. Leos, you love getting out there. Go out there. Feel good about yourself. Get back into an alignment with who you are. And when you do it from that space, making those decisions or coming to have peace with yourself about something is so much easier. It's like going from A to B versus A to Z. You know, it's going to be good. Don't worry, Leo. The universe is supporting you completely. You're not alone. Leos, Virgos. Virgos this week. Yay. One more. All right, guys. Page of Gabriel's coming up a lot this week, which is a big action, just movement. So Virgo, you have Ten of Raphael and the Page of Gabriel. So this is a huge focus on family, not just family. It could be blood family, but sometimes friends are your family. But it's a big focus on the love and the home and your relationships and harmonizing them. And with conjunction with the Page of Gabriel, this is really about taking action in the family home. Whether those are beautiful new changes, maybe, it could be anything from saying, hey, we're actually going to start doing therapy this week because I really want us to get over this, work through this grief or through these changes. Or maybe it's even saying, you know what, family, we're going to start doing things a different way. We're recycling, we're eating, you know, vegetarian 5 days out of the week, whatever it is. You know, this is really about a focus of family, home, and just putting all this beautiful energy into making wonderful changes that resonate with the life and the vision you have for your family, for your home base, for yourself, and for your foundation this week, Virgo. Take that beautiful time. That can be beautifying your home. That can be making changes in the meals. That can be having game nights, communicating, leaving beautiful notes on your refrigerator, reminding people that you love them. You're taking a passionate step this week to really communicating with your family, bringing that harmony into the home. Maybe it's been a little unbalanced. Maybe you've been working a lot. Teenagers are everywhere. You know, the kids don't want to take a bath, whatever it is, Virgo. There's a beautiful, beautiful energy this week to really invest, to cultivate, to bring balance and harmony to the home this week. And hey, again, with the Page of Gabriel, it can be a little challenging. Not everybody likes change. In fact, I don't know anybody that does, actually. If you do love change, raise your hand because you're a rarity. Okay, and it's going to be good. It's just good. It will have its challenges, but not something that you cannot overcome. You absolutely will. And please note, I don't know anybody that has this easy road. At some point, you're going to hit a bump, but it's really going to bring a beautiful, beautiful blessings to your family, and it's probably much needed changes, Virgo. And I love this because it's very exciting. It's going to bring on new adventures and almost like fresh air, you know, literally perhaps airing out your house and just energetically. Okay, so take that time, spend it with your family. Hey, maybe you're like, I feel a little bit more homebody-ish this week, and rightly so. There's a need for that, a need for cultivation of hearth and home. Enjoy that. Then we have, goodness gracious, Libra. Where's my mind? Libras. What guidance do you have for Libras? One more. Wow, Libras, you know, I'm trying to remember lots of the different readings that I've had for you. And I know there's been a lot of growth and a lot of changes and a lot of things to refocus on and just your own development. And it's been wonderful. And I'm not saying it hasn't been challenging, but you know, you're moving, you know, slowly moving up. You have the Two of Gabriel and the Star. This is great, Libra. This week is really about just being just you're jiving this week, Libra. You're jiving with the people. You're jiving with your energy. You really know who you are. You really know what you want. You know what sparks you, and you know what drives you, and you know your vision, and you know your dream, and you've been working and working towards it. And with the Star, which is like one of the best, right? Dude, girl, guy, your dreams are coming true. With the Two of Gabriel, this is about being with people. Like this thing, Cancer had this. With people who resonate with you. I mean, you're feeling yourself and you are attracting, you know, maybe new friends. You're making new friends. You're making new alliances, collaborative opportunities. But this is really about all your dreams coming true. You're really seeing it this week, Libra. You might have had a couple weeks in the past. You've been a little emotional, up and down, exhausted, still going. You have your moments of excitement, like, yes, I did it, but also like, oh, you know, more to go. But this week, you're really seeing the beauty of it, Libra. You really are. And everything you're working towards, personal goals, career goals, even relationship goals, they're panning out. This is all about you finally stepping into that power. You're really getting there, Libra. And I don't care, you know, everyone, sometimes we all feel like we take 2 steps forward and 10 steps back. Totally normal, but it's not. It's not going back, I mean. You are absolutely moving forward. Don't let any kind of the struggles you've had feel like, oh, it's been a lot of work. But you're doing it. So this week, all those little blessings you see, Libra, celebrate them. I don't care how small. I tell people to celebrate the tiniest of things. Because when you celebrate and you put that energy in, you attract more. And you attract more. Not to mention, you deserve a pat on the back. That's some like ass-kicking stuff, all right? So celebrate it. You're doing a great job. Everything you're working toward is finally coming to fruition fully, and you're going to start seeing the examples of it this week. So celebrate. You've done a fantastic job. Be in your energy space. Enjoy those people that you're attracting into your life that support you and that love you and that jive with you. Don't feel guilty if those are the people you choose to spend more time with now. It's understandable. That's your tribe. You've entered a new stage of life, Libra, and you're finally seeing the fruits. Fruits of the brain. This is not it. This is not it. This is just the beginning. So you're going to start seeing that this week. And more will start pouring in. So let's do your little happy dance. You've done a good job. Keep moving forward. Keep speaking your dreams out loud, communicating those things, putting it onto the universe from your lips to God's ears. Libra, you're doing fantastic. Congrats. Enjoy the week. Then we have Scorpio. What loving guidance do we have for Scorpio this week? Nope, not it. Sorry, guys. I wait till it feels right. One more. Ooh. All right. Wow, Scorps. You have the Ace of Raphael and change your life. There is a lot going on in terms of your emotional world, but this is a beautiful thing, Scorps. You, with the Ace of Raphael, this is not just about new emotional experiences and lasting commitments and deep connections. They're coming as a result, and the universe is asking you, this is probably something you've been wanting, Scorpio. You probably trying to cultivate, and Scorpios are kind of misunderstood. Such deeply loving, deeply loyal people, but it's going to come as a result of really having this revelation. You have to be able to embrace change, Scorpio. And I know that's not a word you take lightly. So just hear me out, okay? I'm a Scorpio myself, son. If you want something different, you have to do something different. You have to try something different. You know what Einstein said? Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting change. Crazy. It's not even the same. It's not even the right. It's the same energy. All these beautiful relationships you're looking for, Scorpio, you're going to have to let go of your ideas of what is right or what you want. Sometimes what you need is very different than what you want. And it's letting you know some of these beautiful relationships you've been wanting to cultivate, they're right here. They're right here, Scorpio. And all that it takes on your behalf is to break away from patterns, to step back for a second and be like, wow, I didn't realize. You know what? I will give you an example from my own life. Don't hold it against me. But when I am very hurt, I push people away, which is ridiculous, right? You want to bring people closer. Why would you do that? But to acknowledge that that's my pattern and to recognize that no one likes, who wants to be pushed away? Nobody wants, I don't want to be pushed away. I'm going to have to take responsibility and change that aspect of myself in order to cultivate a healthy relationship, right? It's saying, hey, there's other ways of being Scorpio. It can be scary, and yes, it can be very vulnerable, but it's saying that deep emotional soulmate, whether you're in a relationship and you want to cultivate it more, or you're looking for that right person, or you're trying to heal it, it's saying, stop telling yourself this old story. Choose a new story. It's time to change this area of your life. And you've been doing a lot of self-work, Scorpio, and all of us, really, I give us all credit. A lot of self-work inside. Now it's time to change it outside. Do you guys ever have it where you think I totally worked on my jealousy issues, and then you get in a relationship and you realize your ass is just as damn jealous as it was 2 years ago? It's in practice. It's saying in practice, stop procrastinating, go out there. When you have these revelations, embrace the opportunities for change. Okay, try something new, Scorpio. Maybe you're used to a type and energy, or this has to look a certain way. Has that worked out for you? Because if it hasn't, maybe try something different. If anything, you shake up your energy, you open up your heart space, and you allow for the universe to add in new ingredients. So this week is a beautiful week, Scorpio, for relationships. And yes, and I'm not going to say it's going to be all rosy, because it's going to be some perspective change. It's going to offer you. You might have an argument. You might have this epiphany, holy shit, I do that? I have this pattern. I saw it, but I didn't really recognize it. Don't run from it. Sit with it. Choose what will be a better course of action and then implement it, okay? Beautiful week for developing a healthy, deeper relationship, even if that relationship is the one you have with yourself. But it's going to come. Stop digging in your heels. Let go of grudges. Heal and try something different. It's going to be good. It's going to be real good. So you might cringe up a little bit trying to do it, but you're going to be pleasantly surprised, okay? Take a deep breath. Pray a lot, if that's what you like to do. Meditate. Write in your journal. Cuss and punch something in the car. Do what you got to do. Get it out. But when you're practicing out there, try something more uplifting, okay? Sagittarius. Let's see. I'm not even joking, guys. I pulled the exact same cards for Sagittarius. Okay, you know what? It's a huge deck. The chances of me doing that is very rare. But I'm going to pull a clarity card for Sagittarius. Sometimes some energies have the same cards. It depends. So I'm gonna pull one just for clarity. Okay. I always talk to my mind while I'm doing this, like I'm multitasking, having a conversation. I'm asking, what's the difference between Scorpio and Sag? And they're like, not much, but you got the star as well. Okay. So Sagittarius, I don't know what you're experiencing. My sister's a Sagittarius. She's getting married next week. Congratulations, Vanessa. And this is about deepening their emotion. Like I just said, deepening the emotional experiences and relationships and really trying a new outlook. But you have the star, Sagittarius. This is your dreams coming true. This is the ultimate, everything you've been working for. This shows me that unlike Scorpio, who might be just starting out on this path of changing it up, Sagittarius, you've been doing this for a while. This is not your first day at the job. You've been really working at this. You've been really trying to, all right, I'm going to be more patient. I'm going to try to be more focused on, you know, my partner or my family or other people than myself. I'm really going to cultivate this and put myself into it. Dividends, Sagittarius. Dividends. So this week, it's not just saying you're going to have a beautiful, wonderful connection with those you love and you're really going to be implementing this new approach, but you're actually going to start seeing it. You probably already started seeing it, Sagittarius, and it's saying, look at how much you've planted these seeds and it's taken sweat out your brow and time out of your day. But this week it's saying everything that you were working towards, Sagittarius, whether it's with a new love relationship, getting married like my sister, with your family, with your friends, whatever it is you've been trying to cultivate, you're really going to see it this week. And you're really going to just live in that blessings. I want you to enjoy everything. It's about believing in yourself and the struggle that you might have been experiencing with the star. It's the end of a difficult situation. So maybe you have been struggling, Sagittarius, like, this has been trying my patience, but I'm going to keep on keeping on because I have a goal to really cultivate and be the best I can and to have a healthy relationship with my partner, with those around me, whatever it is. And it's saying, hey, all the hard work, Sag, done. Done. No more struggle. You've planted the seeds. You've set the foundation. Everything is going to be starting to become self-sufficient at this point. And now I just week, I want you to enjoy it. Thank the universe. Appreciate yourself for all that you've done, Sag. And this week, enjoy the love. Enjoy the love. Enjoy everything that's come out of this. And instead of looking like, oh, I still got to do that, Sagittarius, don't do that. Come back. Just be present. Be in it. Don't think of, oh, what about this or that? No, say, oh, yeah, I made it. I did it. I did it. So we're so quick to set our next goal and how far we have to go. Screw that shit. There's a reason we have to be in the present. It's too stressful to be anywhere else. Sag, congratulations. Everything you've been working for, you have it. The relationships are well on the way. They're healthy. The stage is set. You're very aware. You're very awake. You've cultivated your consciousness in terms of your own self-awareness. And you probably, with the change of life, you probably also have done a lot of work to forgive yourself for things, let things go. And it's not easy work. We have multiple lives for this. Guys, if it was meant to be easy peasy, we'd have one go, but we have multiple goes and multiple dimensions. So pat yourself on the back. Give yourself that loving hug that's sending you your way. Enjoy it. Enjoy all the love. Capricorn. Let's see. One more. All right. Wow, 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 Capricorn. You're the queen of Ariel and the world. You yourself, too, have been doing a lot of work, Caps. I can remember your readings a little bit clearer. My mom's a Cap, so I think that's why I remember them. But this is about you really being able to, you come full circle, Capricorn. You've done so much growth, investment in yourself. You've done a lot of self-work and not just self-work, but work, actual work. And this is a time to really enjoy this week with the Queen of Ariel in the world. It's about nurturing yourself, taking time, nurturing those around you, being able to really, maybe you've been working a lot and this week it's, hey, beautifying your space. I really want, or going out there and, getting your hair done. Although I don't suggest that on a waning moon, but these are examples. This is really about, you've worked so hard, you come full circle. This week you're really starting to be like, you know what? The finer things in life, take this time this week to, I want to say nurture yourself. I don't want to say just pamper, because pamper can be not artificial. It's not like just getting your toes done. It's really about nurturing yourself. If you've been working hard, take yourself out to a nice dinner. Go out there, spend it with those you love. This is about being generous and enjoying this week. And with the world, this is so many opportunities are coming your way. Everything's coming to you, Capricorn. So there's no real struggle this week to really produce, force things, be active. I know Capricorns are quite practical, grounded, hardworking people, but this week instead, Caps, the universe is saying, take all this beautiful energy this week and take it to beautify your space. Take it to nurture yourself. Cultivate the self. Really enjoy it. And it's kind of like take a little, me vacation, really being able to sit back and think like, what have I learned? Look at how I've grown. It's really not an introspective, but like an observational week for you. It's kind of like when you sit back in your backyard and you have your glass of wine or juice if you don't drink, and you're kind of like, hell yeah, like I did this, I did that. I deserve a break. I deserve a time to really sit back and look how far I've come, see all the experiences, how have I grown, where have I expanded. It's slightly introspective, but very observational and in a nurturing way. Enjoy yourself this week, Capricorns. No stress whatsoever. If you have any anxiety this week, because this energy is, you can feel it. Just be practical with the Queen of Ariel. It's about being practical. It's about being wise with your decisions. Otherwise, you got it. Enjoy it. Nurture yourself. Take time with those around you. Nurture them. Just be in that beautiful space with the world. All these opportunities are at your feet. Really see how far you've come and enjoy that. It's pretty stress-free in terms of what the universe is like guiding you to do. They really want you to be introspective, which is just as important, I think, sometimes as being active, because you want to come from a place of clarity, appreciation, and centeredness. So congrats. Aquarius. Whew. It's kind of warm. Wowzers. Okay. One more. I'm going to pick one more because I wasn't done asking the universe before I pulled this card, but I'm going to keep it and pull one more just for clarity. All right. So the card I pulled first is the Empress, the Eight of Ariel, and the Knight of Raphael. Okay. With this, there's really an opportunity for you this week, or what at least they're asking you to do. It looks like, Aquarius, like you have some plans in the mix. I'm not sure if you're planning an event, or maybe you have plans to travel, or perhaps it could be anything, school, whatever. There's lots of things in the works for you, Aquarius, and they're really asking you to take action this week. Because you have the Knight of Raphael, it could also be emotionally based. It can be, good example, my sister's marrying an Aquarius, right? There's a lot of things he's handling right now, and it's about his relationship. It's about the marriage. It's a perfect example, actually. Something like that. It's about really acting on your plans, taking pride in your work, taking the time to really make sure everything's, ready, good to go, and really honing in and making sure emotionally everything is balanced, everything is seen to. There's a lot of emotional focus when it comes to these projects or ideas or plans. Again, it doesn't have to be a relationship. It can be your own emotional body. So this week, Aquarius, unlike Capricorns, it's not time to take a rest or be introspective. It's absolutely, hey, you got everything you need. You have the resource, you have the plans. Let's move. Let's move. Let's move. What do you need? Let's act on it. Let's create. Let's be absolutely creative this week. When it comes to the Eight of Raphael, this can also be about, schooling, education, getting that certificate or scholarship. So if that is out there, and anybody that's out there, any Aquariuses that are really having these plans, going back to school in order to provide more for their family, or it's emotional, maybe you're first generation, this means a lot to you. It's very heart-centered based. Act, move, move, move. This is not a week to sit back, okay? You have everything you need, Aquarius, this week. Emotionally, you have it. Financially, you have it. all the necessities around you. So it's not a time to keep, you know, double checking, triple checking. Move. The universe is absolutely supporting you. It looks like everything's going to turn out wonderful with the Empress card. It's being well rewarded, but it's going to be coming because you're staying on track. You're staying with your plans. You're making sure all the T's are crossed, I's are dotted, and you're moving forward. And you're moving forward from a heart-centered space. This is what's really propelling you this week, Aquarius. Move with it. Don't be scared. Don't become too overwhelmed. When you have a lot of movement like this, it can be because it's heart-centered, you know, lots of riding on it and things like that. But with the Empress card, it's going to be rewarded. So try to say, bigger picture here. Bigger picture, this is what I'm looking for. I'm going to keep on moving. I'm going to keep on hustling. I'm going to keep on going. And every time you get a little off balance, come back to the center, okay? Everything's going to work out. There's a lot of self-development here, a lot of creativity, a lot of abundance, and a lot of love this week, Aquarius. And that's really what's moving you forward. Your plans are going to work out just fine, but it's going to be as a result of focus, and it's going to be a result of hard work and keep on chugging on. Just was thinking of a little train guy. I really got to stop thinking of examples because I can't finish any of them, but keep on chugging on. This week is very productive, very creative, very self-development. You have a lot of growth this week for yourself and those around you, and very heart-centered. This looks like a beautiful week to be with those you love, beautiful week to really express yourself, to develop, to give to those around you, and achieve. Achieve, achieve, achieve. You absolutely will. So use this energy wisely. You're being supported, and especially emotionally, being emotionally supported. And a lot of resources are going to come your way should you need it, so don't worry too much about that, okay? I hope that serves you, Aquarius. Finally, we have Pisces. So I could always see the little box moving, and I wish I can stop to read it, and I can't. But we're almost at Q&A. Pisces. One more. Wow, 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 Pisces. It looks like maybe Pisces, you have 4 of Gabriel, you have the Ace of Ariel. Pisces, if you had been going through any kind of burdensome situations, worrying about money, if you've been, working really hard, this week is all about enjoyment for you too. Do you guys notice as we move through the Zodiac, certain groups have themes? Like as we move through it, like it starts to change, like Scorpio and Sagittarius is very similar than Aquarius and Capricorn and Pisces are kind of similar. I don't know. I just observed that. Sorry. Side note. Back to you, Pisces. This week is all about celebration. It's about abundance. Resources are going to be coming your way this week, Pisces. So if you've had any kind of change in jobs, or if you've been looking to change jobs, Pisces, or maybe even just changes in environment that maybe you change positions, or you're looking for a new job and you're like, I really got to start contributing, or I need to make a new income. It's your lucky day, because with the Ace of Ariel, new jobs, new promotions, new sources of income are going to be coming your way this week. It's going to be evidence of that. So it looks like you're going to be celebrating probably by weekend. Something's coming your way, whether you got that call or, hey, you know what, an opportunity presented itself. Whatever it is you've been working towards, it doesn't have to be career. It could be career, it could be your own business, but it's definitely about things you've been working hard on, working towards, and finally, the work is paying off. It's going to be a week of celebration for you and opportunities coming your way. But it definitely has a focus financially, Pisces. So congratulations. This is fantastic. Anything that you need. Sometimes we all stress, and right before we hit bottom, universe comes in and saves us, So if you've been a little stressed or concerned or thinking, how am I going to do this or move that? A lucky week, okay? Something's coming your way. New resources in one form or another. It doesn't have to be a job. It can be a tax refund check you forgot about. I don't know, something like that. This is new sources of money coming your way. Don't limit the universe and how it comes. So say, God, give me a raise. What if the raise is not the only way, Pisces? Just be open to it. Universe, I'm open to receiving, I'm abundant, prosperous, whatever affirmations you want to use, allow the universe to come in. It comes in, and I just got 8 refund checks. I didn't even know that was coming in just the other day. Wasn't expecting it, but hey, don't limit the universe. Your mind might be limited, but the universe is not. Okay, so let that go. This week is going to be a time for celebrations, abundant rewards, and whatever you're looking for, jobs or promotions or opportunities, it looks like it's coming your way this week. And when I say this week, once again, it doesn't mean by the end of Sunday. Just the vibration of this week, it can carry on to the next week, okay? So stay open. Don't be like, it's Friday and I haven't heard anything, and then your energy drops. Please don't do that. And this is the vibration that's coming in. The universe doesn't stop on our weekday times or clocks, Pisces. So keep that energy up high. Say thank you for what it is coming. Say it as if it's already here, because it is. And congratulations. It looks like something you've been looking forward to or really trying hard to get to. So celebrate. When it comes in, I don't care if it's even just an opportunity for an interview. Celebrate. Keep that energy high. They feel that. They hear that. Release that stress. It's looking good. Okay. Now for Q&As. So I have 10 minutes. Let's see if anybody has some questions. Let me see. Hayla Saeed, my partner and I are trying to move into our own apartment. We're having a difficult time. Any advice? Absolutely. Oh, thank you. Hayla, let's see. You're having some difficult time. I'm sorry to hear that. Let's see what's going on. One more. One more. Okay, I'm not quite sure what kind of problems are arising. Maybe you're not getting the leases all messed up or whatever it is, Hayla, but this looks more emotional. Okay, so sometimes, just bear with me, Hayla. Sometimes people think like, what are you talking about? It's because, you know, my reference didn't check out. Believe it or not, our energetic bodies have a tendency to create experiences outside of ourselves. What the guidance I'm getting for you is, this is about being emotionally ready for this experience. So sometimes we're really excited, like I've been with this person for 5 years, I'm ready to move in with them. If there's any kind of fears in you, Hayla, if there's any kind of doubts or, you know, setbacks, get really clear with them. I know this sounds crazy to some people, but it's absolutely true. If there's anything in you, you have the King of Raphael, the Chariot, the Nine of Raphael, and the Ace of Gabriel. This is about, you know what? It's safe to trust. It's safe to really step into this new phase in life. Things are probably going to move very fast as soon as you get really clear with that, Hayla. But sit with yourself, because the universe is saying this is energetically created. Okay, it's not a punishment. It doesn't mean it's not meant to be. It's basically saying, hey, before we make this step, sit with yourselves. If there's anything between you and him that maybe you want to set some ground rules. I'm not sure if you've ever lived with somebody, Hayla, but let me tell you, it's different. You might see them every day during the week, but when you live with them, that's 7 hours of sleep a night makes a big difference, okay? So if there is something that you're a little afraid of, or maybe holding back, or you're nervous, or what if this, or what if that, this is really asking you to get into a certain frame of mind. The universe is responding to your own energy. Hey, you might be like, I love this man. Just sit with yourself a little bit. Once you sit with yourself, mark my words, Hayla, once you sit with yourself or you communicate to him any kind of, hey, is this worrying you? Or are we ready, ready for this? Or, what will we do in this situation? Whatever that needs to be communicated, you guys probably, there's nothing here that says this, you guys probably genuinely really love each other. You have a lot of king, and this is about dreams coming true, healthy, happy relationships. It's safe to trust. It's safe to let go and move forward. These cards are saying it's safe to move forward, Hayla. So if there's anything in your energetic body that's a little, just acknowledge it to yourself, give yourself some time, or maybe you want to speak to him. As soon as you get clear, even within yourself, things are going to move just fine. They're going to move just fine. This is not a bad sign. You're going to find just the right place to develop this beautiful new phase with you and your partner. It's really, and it looks like it's actually going to be very good for you too. But this is more of an energetic thing. So just get clear with that. Talk to the universe. Say, hey, universe, I heard Angelic said I might have some setbacks. Do I have to clear anything out? Do me and him have to have any conversations before it happens? Because once you clear this out, Hayla, it's going to move very quickly. This is just energetic. Don't worry about it. If it's setbacks with family or if they have their own opinions, you really got to clear whatever energy is blocking, okay? Just clear that out and everything's going to be just fine. And enjoy it because you have some really good cards, okay? I hope that serves you, Hayla. Okay. Let's see. Sorry. Lord de Santiago, will I find love soon? Lord de Santiago. Let's see. A couple more. Just want to see if they have anything else to tell you. Yeah. Okay, Lourdes. You have the Four of Ariel, the Sun, Knight of Gabriel, Magician. These are all fantastic cards in regards to love. But the one we're going to focus on here is the Four of Ariel. Okay, so Lourdes, if you've had a dry spell, if you've had a pattern of relationships, yada, 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 we all have had that. Four Ariel is talking about you, Lourdes. It's about a resistance to change. It's about being open to other possibilities. When you have the Four of Ariel, this really is a card of extremes, you know? So sometimes we want love and we want it, you know, to feel this way and that way, but it needs to be in, these are examples. It needs to be in this package, look like this, be this, make me feel secure, blah, 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 blah. This is saying, you know what, with these cards, the Knight of Raphael, the Sun and the Magician, absolutely. It's, and in fact, with these cards, it shows that love is pretty much at your door. You absolutely have the energy to create it and bring it in. With the Magician, this is usually about manifesting, but in conjunction with the Four of Ariel, Lourdes, this has to do with your energy. This has to do with your energy. The person you're going to be attracting into your life is going to be someone who's kind of poetic, loving, more emotionally based. Doesn't mean they have to be wishy-washy. It just means that they're more kind and compassionate people. Sometimes you might have an air sign that's more mental and this and that. No, this person's kind of romantic, very in touch, kind of a compassionate, kind person. And you have the Sun. The relationship you're looking for, it's going to plan out, Lourdes. So release that stress. It's meant to be part of your path. What's blocking you is you. If you're having any consternation, stress, if you're always focusing on why isn't love in my life, if you're focusing on the lack, you attract more lack. They're pointing it to you. All your other cards say everything is in alignment for this, Lourdes, except you. The irony, right? I do visualizations or I put up a board, but if inside of your heart you're not willing to change, to grow, to be open to something new, if you have fears or if you're very lack mentality, you just got to get into vibration with what you've already created. Does that make sense, Lord? There's nothing else blocking you. I don't see anything here saying you got to get your finances in order first, although Ariel is a card of finances. So if you do have some kind of stress in regards to career, money, things like that, that's a downer for the vibration. You know, that's going to play a part. Everything's connected. But the focus here is really just you. It's you and your own energy. So with the Four of Ariel, it's about being able to kind of go out there, being open, Lord. As things don't always look how we think they're going to look. And that actually might not be a bad thing. Okay. So yes, love is absolutely, in fact, it's right here, Lourdes. It's right here. It doesn't show me that there's a journey to be taken first, because sometimes there is, you know, we don't like to hear that, but no, it looks like it's right here. And what you actually want will appear the moment you get your energy into alignment here. So stop resisting changes, take opportunities. If someone asks you on a date and maybe they don't look the way you normally do, go on it, because you're saying to the universe, yes, yes, I'm practicing the law of receptivity. I tell this to people all the time. You want to bring something into your life, that's the energy of receptivity. But if you can't take a compliment, if you can't accept a free cup of coffee, how are you going to accept a human being into your life? Practice the law of receiving, saying thank you. If someone compliments your cooking, don't say, no, it was too salty. Just say thank you. Receive. Anything that's blocking your energy, if you're resistant to change in any way, because it looks like this person that's coming in is going to be better than you probably have imagined. So it's probably going to come in a form different than you're trying to manifest. Just put in the basics of what you're looking for, release change, say yes, open up, and it'll be just fine. It looks like it's right in front of you. You just got to be in alignment to see it. Okay, Lords? I hope that serves you. I can take another one. Rebecca Jane, meeting with my partner, twin tomorrow. Do they have any advice? When you say partner twin, like your biological twin, or are you talking about twin flame? Rebecca Jane. Can you answer that? Well, that's okay. Any advice for her partner? We'll see. All right, Rebecca Jane. Whoa, okay. They have advice, but that just popped right out. Let's keep going. One more. Wow, they're loud, Rebecca. So I'm guessing when they're loud like this, you probably already know to an extent, or you have a feeling, but let me show you. You have the 3 of Michael, the Star, Decision, and the 8 of Gabriel. I don't know what's happened between you and your partner. I'm not sure if you've answered my question of whether or not this partner is your biological twin. Oh, twin flame. There we go, twin flame. And I have a very different definition of twin flames, but it looks like there's baggage here. Okay, so I'm not sure. Maybe there's been an argument. Maybe it's been a long time since you've seen them, or maybe they're fine, but you've been holding on to stuff. There's a lot of things here that need to heal, that need to be released. Okay, Rebecca, there needs to, I see you, flame. I'm sorry. It keeps moving. I see you, twin flame. I get it. There's a lot of things here that need to be let go of. So I'm not sure if these are just examples, Rebecca. You probably could have broken up and maybe you guys are meeting again, seeing if things are going to work out, or maybe you had an argument and you're meeting up. But there's a huge, huge focus to release the past. Okay, there's a need to kind of grow from the situation, heal the wounds, and you really need to just release yourself. This is a very, not just emotional, but also mental thing here, Rebecca. The universe is saying, let go. Whether or not it works with this person, doesn't work with this person, it's not the focus for you. The universe is saying, we love you. We want you to be healthy, emotionally and mentally. We want you to be healthy and balanced. And this has to be let go. The baggage only drops in you, whether you choose to stay with this person or you move on to a healthier relationship. This kind of heavy stuff will only trip you up. So there is a real need tomorrow, at least for yourself, to let go of worry, to let go, to stand confident in who you are. Don't be afraid, Rebecca, of losing somebody. Everybody, don't be afraid. And I know I get it. It still hurts. Don't be afraid. Because if you stand in who you are and you love yourself and say, hey, we've had baggage because I'm louder than you and I'm feistier than you. Don't change who you are to make something fit, because it's eventually gonna hurt too much. You can't stay there like that, okay? And sometimes you might be pleasantly surprised when you just communicate what's hurting you, who you are, standing in your truth. With 8 of Gabriel, this is about communication, immediate results. So don't dread anything, Rebecca. Be who you are. Come from your heart space. Don't come from reaction. Don't come from ego. Come from, you know what? Where have I grown? How have I grown? Thank you. It hurt. At the time, I wanted to punch you right in the face. But right now, I'm super grateful because I've learned to love myself more, become more aligned, have patience, whatever it is that is your lesson. Release yourself. There's a need to detox from this. Hey, maybe some time away is a good thing to release and detox, or maybe talking about it as a detox. But with the star, it's letting you know no matter what, Rebecca, no matter what, everything that you're looking for is going to come to pass, whether with this person or another person, but it's going to come as a result of you releasing this, healing, letting go, communicating it, and just, especially mentally, making the choice to just drop it. I'm not saying it's not important. Sometimes you can have your peace with somebody and still not, this is an example, you can have your peace with somebody and still love with somebody and not be with that person because perhaps the way they treated you was wrong and unacceptable. This is just examples. But it's ability to let it go, because if you hold on to things, they have power over you. They have power over you. If you can think about somebody or something and you get angry all over again, God, you gave your energy away. Being a Scorpio, Aries, I feel you. But the advice they're giving you, this is an opportunity to grow, to heal, to release, to say what's on your heart and mind, to really get it out there, and to know that no matter what, you cannot, pardon my French, fuck up. You cannot, Rebecca. Everything's going to come to pass, and it's because you were brave enough to let it go, to speak your truth, to be confident, and to take your power back. Okay? I hope that serves you. I hope that serves you guys. I am out of time. Okay, I'll take one more. I'll just take one more. I'll take one if anybody has a question. That's not a question. Chaldea, I recently started dating someone new. Will it work out for us? Chaldea. Let's find out. One more. One more. Whoa, nope, they're not letting for one more. All right, Caldia, I know you're asking about this person that you're dating, and the universe is hilarious because there's sometimes, this is an example, they change your focus, okay? So you have the 8 of Ariel, the 9 of Gabriel, and new beginnings. The universe, you might have asked about the person you're dating, but the universe is saying, hey, if it's going to work out with this person, that person, whoever, it's going to be as a result of this right here. It looks like you're doing a lot of self-development. You might even be in school. If there's something you're training for, whether it's at work, at school, any kind of development, they're saying stay the course. Stay determined. Your focus needs to be right here. With the new beginnings card, this is about a whole new life. You started a whole new chapter for yourself, Caldia, or at least you're trying to start something, whether it's starting a new career, whether it's you know, moving somewhere else, developing yourself. This is about taking pride in your work, something that you've been working hard towards, whether it's scholastically inclined, career inclined, or maybe you're an activist and you're out there and you're really trying to make a difference. There's a lot of self-development going on, Caldia, a lot of self-development, and it's actually welcoming in a beautiful new phase of your life. If right now you've really just been working a lot and you're like, I don't feel any beautiful new phase, let me tell you, it's here. It's right here. And it's really about you finally kind of just getting over this last hurdle, whether there's things you've had to forgive, things you've had to move forward, or just a real struggle you had. You know, going to school can, I've got my graduate degree. There's a time I threw a chair across the room. You have a struggle. Whatever it is, they're saying stay focused on you. Okay, now that I said that, let me pull one more card regarding the date. Sometimes they can be really strong. And they're always loving, but they're like, oh my God, this girl's so close. We don't want to lose this. So let's just see if there's something to say now about your date. Yeah. New emotional situations. Dude, this is something, they're saying stay open-hearted. They're saying staying in that emotional space. When you have the page of Raphael, take it slow, okay? Sometimes, I'm not one to preach this, but sometimes you want to just jump on in. It's all chemistry and passion and fiery goodness. No, they're not this time. Stay focused. If you're to do that, it's going to take you way off course, Caldia, and that's not what they need or asking or support. They're like, please, we're supporting your higher self. Take it slow. It looks good. It looks like it has an opportunity to develop something. But hey, make sure that there's friendship here. Make sure that there's actual common ground here. With the page of Raphael, this is about it's about social invitations, going out there, gentle approaches, okay? Slow and steady with this one, Caldia, because your main focus is right here. You put too much here, you're not going to be able to study, focus at work, do whatever it is. Okay? It looks good. It looks like it has a beautiful opportunity to be open-hearted. Just take it slow. Focus is here. Okay? Caldia, I hope that served you. Guys, I hope the reading served you as well. I love doing this. I love it. I wish I had more time on here, but I don't. But if you guys have any questions, concerns, you guys always send me a message. I'll be here again next week. And if anybody's interested, my readings are online. Or if you just want to see if my soul reading would serve you or my tarot would serve you, send me a message and I'll let you know if it's something that might help you on your course. Okay? I hope you guys have a beautiful week, a wonderful weekend, and I look forward to next week, guys. Take care. Bye.